and the ground, trying to locate this person and trying to keep as many people out of the streets as possible. As you walk down the streets, you can hear police saying, get back inside, get away, sending out Amber Alerts on people's phone, letting them know, shelter in place, sort of a high intensity situation here on the ground for the folks that are in Midtown currently.
All right, Katie, I'll ask you to stand by. I want to play some of the witness interviews we've heard, people who were in the area about what they saw and heard. Let's listen.
I come to Whole Foods. When I walked out of the building, all I seen was police cars and SWAT, and everybody's just pulling up, back to back. And my supervisor was right there at the time, and he was like, hey, make sure you stay close to the walls and stand back because we heard this active shooting. We just saw a lot of
One of the accounts of someone who was in the neighborhood describing what they saw and heard. Let's get to NBC News law enforcement analyst Jim Kavanaugh. Jim, I think we all feel like we're more knowledgeable about this sort of thing than we were several years ago. You've got people that have been told to stay in place, to lock down in place. At what point does that become a hindrance to officers who are doing a very dangerous, presumably room by room search for the suspect?
Well, it's the best thing you can do in this point in a situation like this is to lock down and barricade because you don't know where the rampaging active killer is. So you lock your own space, you barricade the doors, and you get down and you can monitor your smartphone or your television for news and wait for police commands. That's the safest thing if you're in a building of this size. If you can't escape, and it'd probably be hard to escape it if you don't know where the killer is at that point. So that's the right thing to do. Atlanta SWAT is clearly inside, searching and pressing to contact the killer. That's the job, press, move as fast as you can. We're all trained even step over wounded people. Keep moving because you have to contact the killer because the job is to locate him, isolate him, and then you can evacuate behind him and then eliminate the threat by his arrest, his surrender, or even if you have to shoot him. So it's locate, isolate, evacuate, eliminate the threat, and that's what the on-scene commanders are doing.
And police made these photos you're looking at right now available. They believe this is the individual who fired the weapon. Will this be, will surveillance cameras be their primary way of kind of at least getting some idea what part of the hospital this person is in?
Yes, of course it will, and witnesses who might have streamed out. And also the first patrol officers, Lester, they stream in very quickly. We all know the active shooter drills. We just saw the body cameras from the Nashville PD when they streamed into that school. So they'll stream in there fast, and they're looking for, wounded people, listening for gunfire, trying to isolate and locate this guy. And then when SWAT arrives, they're going to come in and take over from patrol officers, and they're going to press to contact as quick as they can. And then, of course, more SWAT is going to arrive from the state police and the federal agencies like FBI and ATF. So they're going to have a lot of SWAT teams there that can deal with that large facility. There's been no shooting for a while, so there's a lot of possibilities there that could be. He could be dead, he could be hiding, he could have escaped, he could be holding people, and the on-scene commanders, have to deal with all that.
Right, Mr. Kavanaugh, thank you very much. That concludes this special report. Obviously, we'll continue to watch developments. We'll come back on the air if events warrant, and we'll have updates throughout the day on NBC News Now, and of course tonight on NBC Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt in Los Angeles. Thank you for watching. We'll see you a bit later on.